simply have no remorse for it.
Right now, Lori Vallow Daybell knows her fate. 3 consecutive life sentences without parole for the murderers of her children, Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow, and for conspiracy to kill her husband's first wife, Tammy Daybell.
It's a case that began here in Arizona and has since garnered national attention. Lori Vallow Daybell speaking in court for the first time. Listen to what she said just moments before being sentenced. Lori Vallow Daybell started her statement by quoting John from the New Testament in the Bible, asking, "He who is without sin cast the first stone."
Jesus knows me, and Jesus understands me. I mourn with all of you who mourn my children and Tammy. Jesus Christ knows the truth of what happened here. Jesus Christ knows that no one was murdered in this case.
Vallow never apologized and showed no remorse for the murders of her 3 victims, including her 2 children, but claimed that in 2002, while she was in labor with her daughter Tylee, she died and gained access to the spirit world.
Because of these communications, I know for a fact that my children are happy and busy in the spirit world. Because of my communications with my friend Tammy Daybell, I know that she is also very happy and extremely busy.
Vallow claimed her daughter Tylee was suffering in this world and that she was the only one who knew. She went on to say that now, in death, Tylee is free from all the pains in her life.
My beautiful children, Tylee Ashlyn and Joshua Jackson, rest safely this day in the arms of Jesus. My wonderful friend, Tammy Daybell, rests safely this day in the arms of Jesus. And I look forward to the day when we are all reunited and I too will rest with them in the arms of my Jesus.
Now, as you can imagine, emotions were high in and out of the courtroom today in eastern Idaho.
And that's where we check in with Team 12's Erica Stapleton, who walks us through the judge's decision. Erica?
Yeah, guys, the judge gave the maximum sentence, which is what the prosecutors and the victims wanted in this case. But it's what wasn't said in court that also influenced his decision. As you heard in some of Vallow Daybell's statements there, the judge found that she showed no remorse, no signs of remorse in her own statements there, and didn't admit any guilt for killing her own kids, Tylee and JJ. Lori is now sentenced to life without parole in each of their deaths. The third life sentence was for conspiring to kill her husband's first wife, Tammy Daybell. The judge took into consideration the brutality of the crimes. Tammy killed her in her own home just a few miles from the courthouse, while Tylee and JJ were discovered in shallow graves in Chad Daybell's backyard. The judge also heard voices representing those victims, like Tammy Daybell's sister and aunt and JJ's grandmother.
Because of the choices you made, my family lost a beloved mother, sister, aunt, and daughter. She is irreplaceable. She was 1,000 times the woman you will ever dream of being. Because of you and your desire to get what you want at any cost, my family has been ripped apart.
Her life was snuffed out. The most innocent of lives was simply just discarded like it meant nothing, but it did.
Lori is undeniably a monster. She deserves to never again breathe oxygen as a free member of society.
One thing we've heard over and over again from those victims who are still here surviving today is that they don't want anything to do with Lori going forward with this sentencing. They have the power to continue moving on past this. And as Larry Woodcock, JJ's grandfather, said, he views it like a mailbox. He views everything he looks at in his life, a mailbox where he can go and face different things, look at information, open the box, pull out different things. And he's looking forward to his Lori Vallow mailbox to be closed for good. So then he can start the healing process. Obviously, a lot more coming out of here in Idaho. We'll have more on 12 News at 5 and at 6. For now, we are live outside the Fremont County Courthouse. Erica Stapleton, 12 News.